What up, Laker family? It's your boy DTLF back on another post-game recap as the Lakers fall for the third straight game to the Denver Nuggets at home in what was our worst showing of the playoffs so far. So let me get this straight, right? And this is why I already accepted our fate that we're going to lose the series probably since we lost game 2. Remember, I told you guys whoever wins game 2 wins the series. And that heartbreaker basically had already got us. But where I'm really discouraged is that we waited to have our worst game at home in front of our fans who spent so much money. Guys, these tickets weren't cheap, right? Everybody in that building tonight deserved a refund, and they booed, rightfully so. And not only that, man, but I'm going to talk about this LeBron, Anthony Davis era. It's done, and I'm going to tell you guys why it's done. It is done. Everybody can get it. So let me tell you why, man. Yes, everybody knows Darvin Ham is trash. The crowd was chanting "Fire Ham," which I freaking love, man. Shout out to Laker fans out there letting their voice be heard. That's the way you get things done, right? That's the way you get changes done. You let your voice be heard. Darvin Ham's got to go, especially, like I said, if we get swept 2 times in a row, for me, they can all go. They can all freaking go. I think Father Timus came for LeBron. He don't look nearly half as the same as he used to. I think it's coming, man. If I was him personally, I'd probably retire this after this playoff run. But he's probably not. He's the competitor in him is going to want him to compete. But I think it's time for the Lakers to turn the page on the LeBron James, Anthony Davis era. You cannot get swept 2 times in a row and live to tell the tale, man. That's not the way we roll. Although this franchise is changing as well. It really is. This franchise is changing in the sense that we no longer holding anybody accountable. We're letting everybody do what they want to do. Jonathan, thanks so much for Super Chat. He said, buy D'Lo, buy Bron. Done with this team, clean house. I'll get into that in a moment. This team, though, chat, does not being held to the same standard. There was a pre-game report that came out that the front office was disappointed with Anthony Davis for speaking out against the coach. Nothing AD said was wrong. They really don't know what they're doing. My disappointment tonight with AD and LeBron, and listen, D'Angelo Russell, he was fool's gold, man. And that's why I was holding my tongue until the playoffs. So let's see if he can do it in the playoffs. He has not done in the playoffs. He's had 1 good game, 0 points. What a disappointment. You see the thumbnail, fam. You see, they got exposed. This is why I wanted Denver. They would expose exactly who we are. Who we are is a top-heavy team with basically LeBron and AD. And the role player's just not good enough. Reeves, credit to him, he gave 22 points and a lot of effort. He's the one player I would keep and continue to build around. But Rui, another horrible game, 5 points. But 0 from D'Angelo Russell, not acceptable, chat. Not acceptable. I'm so happy the fans booed. They deserve to get booed. D'Angelo Russell is a fraud, man. He went online instead of letting his game do the talking. And I don't want to say nothing, but he went online and told the fans not to give up on them, that they were going to come back. And y'all had the worst game. And I was talking to my friends pregame, and I said, man, I don't like the fact that we're imploding before this game. It feels like everything's going to go south. Sure enough, the chemistry was off. Again, a rinse and repeat of the first 2 games happened. We went away from what was working. AD was attacking Jokic. He got 2 fouls early, and we went away from that. We played away from him, and as a result, we lost. We settled for threes. We shot an atrocious percentage from three-point line. An atrocious, starting with D'Angelo Russell. But overall, we shot horrible. And again, you guys know how I feel about threes. If you ain't hitting them, stop taking them. 5 for 28 from beyond the arc. And it's not like Denver was any better from there. But where they were better is they are just a better team. 11 times in a row is freaking pathetic, fam. They're just a better team. Offensive rebounds, they had 14 to our 8, right? They beat us to all the loose balls, right? They did everything to win this game that we didn't, man. Credit to them. I can't even talk shit about them no more. We're in no place to talk shit. Right now, we have to clean house, man. I believe if I'm LeBron, there's no reason to come back, especially with this coach. If the front office wants to keep this coach, LeBron's going to dip. And that's cool with me because, honestly, I think what's going to happen is we're going to end up overpaying LeBron just to sell tickets, and that's not the franchise I want us to become at all, man. I don't want to be – we're not the sell tickets. We're not here to sell tickets. We're here to win. Back-to-back sweeps is an atrocity. As a Laker fan in my life, I've never experienced it, right? At least not in recent memory. And there has to be changes. And people think, oh, damn, let's just go get a 3rd star. We tried the 3rd star. It didn't work. I think the duo of LeBron and AD has ran its course. I really do. I think Anthony Davis, man, he's great, but he's not somebody you can build around. LeBron is getting older, and he's probably going to want to get paid the same or more. And I just don't think the Lakers should do it. I think they should let LeBron go to wherever he wants to go to continue to compete somewhere because we have to start rebuilding. and do it the right way this time. Don't try to take no shortcuts. They set us back longer. We could have had a superstar like Wemby. We could have had somebody like Luka. We tried to take the shortcut and it bit us in the cheeks, fam. And now we're here scraping by to get to the playoffs, only to get swept. You know what I'm saying? So it sucks, man. It sucks. But hey, the only people I'm going to give credit to, right? The only people I'm going to give credit to at this moment is the fans, because you guys have stuck through, man. We're going to continue to stick through. We're going to watch the final game, even if we get swept. Even if it's not a sweep, it's still a gentleman's sweep, which is very disappointing. Like, I really thought we had what it took to compete. And but you know, tonight, very proud of the fans, man. They let their voices be heard. Fire ham. They booed, rightfully so. Come on, yo, D'Angelo Russell, you're their starting point guard. You supposedly want this big pay raise. Listen, I'm not sure we should get him at all the way he played. To be honest with you, he can go. D'Angelo Russell 0 for 7 and 0 for 6 from beyond the arc. 0 for 7 from the field in 24 minutes. Just not going to cut it, especially with his poor defense, man. On the other end, Denver is just a well-oiled tool machine. I mean, even though Murray hasn't had a great series, look how well versed they are. 29 for Aaron Gordon. And again, I see LeBron, Father Time is here. Aaron Gordon was able to get around him at will. All right. He lived at the rim tonight. Everything was at the rim. 15 rebounds, 29 points, killed. Size matters. Whenever the front office gets with the program, we'll get back on track. But right now, we're going small. We had 3-guard lineups out there. Horrible. Michael Porter Jr., 20. Thank you, come again. Jokic, 24 and 15 rebounds and 9 assists. Thank you, come again. Easy for them, by the way. 22 for Jamal Murray. When you get all that production, you don't even need your bench. And then 5 for Caldwell Pope. So, got to give them credit. They're just better than us. They're better coached than us. They get easier shots than us. Their stars showing up more than us, man. It is what it is, bro. Listen, as a diehard fan, that's the definition. We have to die hard with our team. Credit to them. Tip your hat off. But, man, I think we have to hit the reset button. I'm going to get into you guys and what you guys have to say in a little bit, but I think it's time. Because what would be the point of gutting our draft picks even more and then ended up coming up short because now we don't have, the cap to go. We get 3 stars. We trade for Trae Young. Still going to be no defense. It doesn't solve the rebounding. It doesn't solve the effort. It doesn't solve the energy. It doesn't solve the poor coaching, right? So we're further away than I thought, man. And I'm glad we're getting exposed because this is what I told you guys. I want Denver in the first round. It'll expose who we truly are. The truth just feels better than lying to ourselves. Last year, they built our hopes up. They won the first 2 rounds, and then they got swept in the Western Conference Finals. We got exposed there. 11 games in a row, there's no excuse for that. We don't have killers, and the one killer that we have in LeBron is too old now. I think he's done. I know LeBron fans going to be mad at me for saying this, but I really do. I mean, he shows up in spurts. He has great games here and there, but I'm saying, like, he doesn't have what he used to have where he can put you over the top. And it's sad that we need a 39-year-old to put us over the top at this point. The role players failed as well. So I think it's time to hit the reset button for all parties. I think it'll be in LeBron's best interest to find a true contender, right? I want somebody who he's ready with to go and play for. That's fine. I'm cool with that. No hard feelings. Thank you for the 2020 chip. Much love to you. But it's time for us to rebuild, man. And no, you can't cheat the game of basketball. You try to take shortcuts. Look, we traded for Russell Westbrook trying to take a shortcut, and it set us back years. Now, if we go and do another offseason like that, guess what's going to happen? We're going to be set back even further, only to maybe eventually get swept for a 3rd time. No, thank you. I'm off of this boat, man. I'm off of this current Laker team. They really need to. I think they need to start the rebuild, man. Start it now. Demon React says, I've been soft on D'Lo because he didn't deserve this much of the fall, but as of tonight, not anymore. He said, fuck him. LeBron is better off going to Ohio. I agree. And it's not that I'm cheering for LeBron to go or whatever. I'm not a LeBron fanboy. It's just that I don't think we should build through him anymore. He's getting older. He can't carry the team anymore. And we couldn't get him. We couldn't get him the help that he required for his current age, which is a lot of help. I thought we had more than enough help, but this coach is clueless, fam. Listen, he went small ball again. He refuses to play Max Christie. Jackson Hayes didn't see a single minute. 0 adjustments were made, and we had the exact same thing happen. Let me just tell you, we get off to a strong start, right? While Denver was just playing possum for 3 straight first quarters. Second quarter, they figure us out. They nip it in the butt. They start coming back. 3rd quarter, they take over. They take the lead. 4th quarter, phantom run, not enough, game over. The 3 games have been a carbon cut copy of the same thing, and 0 adjustments from Darvin's scam have been made. Not a single adjustment has been made, chat. Not a single one, unfortunately. Like, they literally let this man run us into the ground. LeBron looks frustrated. I think he's going to dip this summer. Anthony Davis looks like he's done. You already heard what he said today, right? The front office didn't take his side, so he might request a trade in the summer. And I'm totally okay with it. Not because I support the front office, but because it's time to rebuild anyways, guys. Who are we fooling? Teams are getting younger. Look at the teams we're going up against, right? Joker's barely 30. Jamal Murray's younger than that. Michael Porter Jr. is younger than that. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Gordon's younger. It's a young man's league. Look at the teams that are having success. They're young. Meanwhile, we got LeBron at 39, and we're hoping for him to carry us. Guys, Father Time is undefeated. You can see he can't do it anymore, right? You can see that. It's clear as day. And it's nobody's fault other than the front office for thinking he could do it all. And, you know what I'm saying, not giving us enough tools and hiring this head coach right here, man. Young Elder said, should have never brung back Ham or Russell this year. I agree. And remember, this offseason, I said the biggest question mark was going to be D'Angelo Russell. Well, he looked good in the regular season, but once again, living up to his playoff woes. His whole career, he's been this guy. This is who he is, man. We haven't had a consistent point guard since Derek Fisher. Think about that. Let that sink in. And we haven't had a good coach since Phil Jackson. At some point, this front office needs to be held accountable as well, because they're one bad move away from everybody asking for them to sell the team, just like James Dolan. I'm telling you, since the late great Dr. Buss has passed away, God rest his soul, we haven't really gotten on track. We had 1 year in 2020, and the way we've been these last couple of years, it doesn't look good. It looked like we got lucky that year now. It's starting to look that way. At this point, I'll take a game, that's all. Bro, that's not even going to make me happy, man, because it's still a gentleman's sweep. A sweep is a sweep. You can't get swept back-to-back years. I feel you. 11 in a row is beyond embarrassing. I don't understand how these players can go out here and not perform and not leave it all on the floor. What disappointed me the most is that LeBron James and AD didn't give a shit in the second half. They're like, well, we got our numbers, and – the role players ain't playing good. I'm not going to kill myself for this team. That's what it looked like. And I really hate that, man. I really hate it. You know what I'm saying? I hate the fact that we're going out like this. It's embarrassing. As a Laker fan, I feel sorry for every single Laker fan that was in that game. It was a horrible experience. The last time I was in that building when I had a horrible experience was Christmas Day versus the Celtics. So far, we've done really good in spurts this year, but it hasn't been sustainable. We haven't really got an identity. This coach doesn't have an identity. AD already said what we've been saying for months, that we don't look like we know what we're doing. And obviously we saved the worst game for the first home game, which really pisses me off, because they could have did this the last game, and I promise you half of the crowd wouldn't have shown up for this game because they would have been like, it's over. But I told you guys, whoever wins game 2 is winning the series, and we lost that game. Therefore, people kept asking me, do we still have a chance? I said, they got to show me one game first. They haven't shown me one game in now 11 games. Let that sink in. 11 games. That's 10 plus 1. 11 games, and this team is folding like a chair, man. We're a one-quarter team. That's what we are. Playing a good team like Denver would expose us. We're a one-quarter team. And peep this, Denver's probably not even going to win the championship. They're a good team. I'll give them that. But they don't even look half as good as they did last year with Bruce Brown, if I'm being honest. A lot of the stuff is us self-imploding, giving up leads, not calling timeouts at the right time, poor officiating. If they run into a team like Minnesota or, a team that's well-oiled, I think Denver could get put out, and that'll make us look even worse, right? That'll make us look even worse because we lost to somebody who wasn't even the champion. Last year, we gave them a pass because we made it all the way to the Western Conference Finals, and we lost to the eventual champion. So a lot of people was able to say, well, at least we lost to the champion, so that was our finals. No excuses this time. We're losing in the first round. We can't sugarcoat that shit. Please, nobody try to sugarcoat this shit. It's time, guys. It's time to start from scratch and stop cheating the game of basketball, trying to buy a championship. The new CBA doesn't allow that. It penalizes you. It doesn't let you get the role players you need. Once you have 2 or 3 stars, you got to start from scratch. And it's better if you get hometown discounts from drafting certain players and then getting free agents on top of that. That's how you build a championship. That's been the blueprint in the modern day CBA. That's how the Denver Nuggets did it. You know what I'm saying? They made trades. They got free agents, and they drafted their own stars. We're going to have to do it that route now because you know what? We don't have a solid foundation. Even in 2020, we never competed really after that because we weren't a top 4 team after that 2020 championship year. Let that sink in, guys. I'm just being realistic. At this point, I've already came to terms with everything. I'm no longer in my feelings. That ended the last game because we had a 20-point lead. We should have won. This one was just an embarrassment, and it was basically, the last game was a foretelling of what was going to happen. That's why I couldn't fully commit to a win from this team. They haven't showed it to us. Ralph says we need a center to play with AD. They get too many offensive rebounds. Darvin Ham killed us. Play small ball. This is what I'm saying. We got to start from scratch. First of all, I agree with the center thing. However, the center we get has to be disciplined, right? That's why I thought it would be Christian Wood. It wasn't. He got hurt, unfortunately. Jackson Hayes, I don't think is capable of starting as a center because, unfortunately, he gets in a lot of foul trouble. The way the league officiates, my man, he gets into too much foul trouble. Now, Darvin is still a scam because he don't try nothing new. I really thought, what did I tell you guys this game? We need Austin Reeves to come off the bench and provide that spark when LeBron and AD go, because these guys looking winded out here. Looks like the starters are giving it their all. The bench is not giving us enough. And so we need to stagger some minutes here. And we didn't make zero adjustments, guys. We came out with the same thing. Max Christie didn't get a minute. Nothing new from this coach, which tells me what I've been saying, my biggest fear is that he's not an in-game adjustment type coach. He sticks to whatever his stubborn old self is sticking to, and that is that. That's why he got the fire Ham chance tonight, rightfully so. Why Ham fault? I said keep Ingram. AD will come 1 year. Nah, man. Ingram couldn't save us, bro. Do you see what's going on right now? Do you see the way this team looks? Ingram wouldn't have saved us. Ingram would have helped, but Ingram is also an inconsistent scorer, man. And that's why his team is down 0-2. So Ingram is an inconsistent scorer. We need high-volume scorers. We need guys who can really fill it up. We need a game plan, right? So Darvin Ham's the real problem. The front office is the second problem. The third problem is that our stars are getting older. In that order. Darvin Ham, front office got to make better decisions. Stars getting older, figure out what you're going to do with him. Because if you go in another year with them and you get swept again, that's when heads got to roll from the top to the bottom. Right now, the front office, I'm not going to give them a pass, but they got to do things better, a lot better in order to get this thing right. And so we don't have nobody to rebuild around. AD, constantly, you worry about his injuries, man. You can't build around a player like that. Even though he's a monster, you just can't do it. LeBron, let's be honest, chat. Tell me this, chat. I want to know, Laker family. Is LeBron James still looking like prime LeBron James? I thought he was going to show up this playoff. I thought he was going to have a monster playoff. I thought he was looking for vengeance. He disappointed me from the beginning when he said what he said, which was, Joker's a heck of a ball player. He's one of the greats in our league of all time. Like, he was basically slurping him up, man, instead of saying, you know what, we're looking for vengeance, we're looking for revenge, setting the tone mentally for the teammates. But it kind of tells me that maybe he feels like his body ain't where he can put his money where his mouth is anymore. That's what I got out of that. What do you think of JJ Redick? I'm done with new coaches, fam. I know he's got credentials. I know he got high basketball IQ. He got the podcast and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So it sucks, man. It sucks. I really, truly, firmly believe this team just needs to they need it all, man. They need it all. I don't see one area where you could just improve that area and that's it. We're so much better. Coaching got to go. Like I said, front office got to make better decisions. They got to stop, mixing business with pleasure. And like I said, the stars are getting older, more injury prone as a result. I've seen AD grabbing his wrist, always falling and stuff. Nah, man, we got to go in a different direction this summer. But I don't think the Lakers are probably going to do that. They're probably going to wait to see what LeBron does and go based off of that. But aren't you guys tired of playing possum and just waiting to see what somebody else do to decide what we got to do? Why we always got to do something based off of what other people do? Why can't we be the ones setting the tone and reacting first and saying, all right, boom, this is what we're going to do. Boom. Nah, man, we got to wait to see what LeBron does, and then we got to wait to see how the draft goes, and then we got to wait to see if they're going to fire the coach. And it's more waiting. I'm tired of waiting. We need to somehow start building some stability within this front office. But what happened tonight was a travesty. And I will read the rest of the super chats. Thank you guys so much. But let me break this down before I lose the train of thought. First quarter, we won it 33-23. We're going at Jokic. We're attacking him. We're playing good defense. We're, stopping the pick and roll. Weak side defense is helping. We're recovering on coverage, full energy, everything good. Second quarter, a complete fall off. We give up 26 points. We only scored 20. Third quarter, we give up 34. And I said it at the halftime. If you guys were following on playback, I said third quarter is probably going to be a 30-point quarter. Sure enough, third quarter, we give up 34. We only scored 22. All right, and then the fourth quarter, we win it by 1 point. Phantom run. We saw the same movie 3 times, which means it's time for a change, man. Nothing's going to help us get over the top of Denver. Denver's getting stronger as the years progress because they're building continuity, and they did it the right way. They did it through the draft, through some minor trades, and then through free agency. That's the way you got to win a championship from here on out. The new CBA makes it hard to just trade for stars, put them together, and win a championship. Even the Suns are suffering from this syndrome. Even they're down 0-2. Remember in the summer when Bradley Beal got traded there and Kevin Durant and Booker and everybody's like, oh, so unfair, oh, so unfair. But then we saw that they traded DeAndre Ayton, their only defender, And then they hired Frank Vogel, who's a defensive coach with no defenders on his team. And now you see the results, right? Front office is thinking they can buy a championship. The new CBA is not allowing it. The NBA is now catering to small market teams because they wanted to even the playing field. It used to be before where you could just trade for a couple of stars and bam, go. You know what I'm saying? The Lakers are used to that. But I think it's time to change up the formula, if I'm being honest. Blaster Mega, thanks so much for Super Chat, bro. He said, fire everyone and start the rebuild soon. I think LeBron-AD window is closed at this point. At least my Rams and Dodgers have a bright future ahead of them. Front office has massive decisions this offseason. I agree. And I will be here. Make sure you guys do subscribe if you haven't, because I will be here covering it all summer long. I really hope they take this route, Blaster. I think that's the best route to get this front office back on track. These little halfway acquisitions, these little bandages that we're putting on the gunshot wound, it's only going to leak out and make it worse, bro, in the future. So I completely agree with that. Jonathan said, D-Lo, skip final huddle. Shake my head. Ham better be fired soon. He lost the locker room. It showed, bro. It showed halfway through the year. We're calling him out. There was players throwing little jabs. Jalen Hood-Schifino. What's the other rookie's name? These guys were liking posts that were saying Darvin Ham should go. Phil Handy should step up. The signs were written. But look, here's the beautiful thing about it. As sore as my heart is and as sad as I am about today's loss, I'm happy that there's no longer any fool's gold here. This team was never a contender. It showed it in this series. Even if we would have got an easier opponent and beat that opponent, we'd probably lose it in the second round or the third when we face Denver. Regardless, a true contender would have showed a lot more fight than this. They would have had a lot better coaching. Listen, Mike Malone, credit to him. I hate his guts, but he's 100 times smarter than Darvin Ham could ever wish to be. Think about that. Let that sink in. Every adjustment he made every quarter made them better, and it made us worse. Meanwhile, Darvin can't even call proper timeouts. He probably can't wipe his ass properly. That's how bad it is with this man. Ham and Rob got to go ASAP. Yeah, that's the thing. Right now, we haven't heard a lot of Rob chatter, but if this continues to happen, guys, that's exactly what's going to happen. The Rob chatter is about to spike up. So he better make sure he gets a really good offseason in. He better make sure that he aces it all the way to where we get back and at least establish ourselves in that direction. Because I feel like for the longest, since we won the 2020 championship, we didn't re-sign Rondo. We didn't bring back Dwight. JaVale McGee got traded eventually. Kuzma got traded. We brought in Russell Westbrook. We've brought in the wrong coaches, right? We don't have no sort of direction. We've kind of been in limbo. And 2020, we got blessed with that championship. But that's it. I think the AD – I've questioned – this summer – I was on People Podcast questioning the AD LeBron duo because they don't run enough pick and rolls and two-man game together. We go away from it. We play a lot of ISO ball, which is easy for a defense to basically adjust and take away our strengths. Right? That happened again tonight. Go back and watch playback, guys. I was calling it play for play. I said, listen, look at the plays that Denver's running, off-ball screens, off-ball movement, backdoor lobs, everything. And what were the Lakers running, man? Nothing. They would just hand the ball off to AD, watch him go to work on a double team. Sometimes he would get stripped from the waist down. They get out in transition. They get an easy three or a layup, right? Their defense was leading them into transition easy buckets. Their half-court sets, high screen and roll with Jokic. His fat-ass body just clears everybody out of the way. Guys getting open for shots, easy cuts to the basket, everything. Credit to them, man. You got to give them credit. I hate the team. We lost 11 times to them. But let's be honest, 11 times and not one adjustment made since then. We still running small ball like we were last year when we got swept. We still not playing the two big man lineups like we did last year when we got swept. We're still, what are we doing? We're not making no in-game adjustment, no new starting lineups, nothing. We lost 3 times in a row. What, he's going to wait till the final elimination game to finally play Max Christie or try something new? It's time, y'all. It's time for a complete and total rebuild. I think it is. I really do. And it's not that I'm hating on LeBron. I know the LeBron sexuals are going to come on here with their Bron thong and they're going to go crazy on me like they did the last time they all got blocked by my boy Serge. But listen, at the end of the day, I'm speaking from the heart as a true diehard basketball Lakers fan. And I've been here for 27 years, 28. I ain't going nowhere. This channel continues to grow because of you guys, man. Your voice is heard on this channel. There's no politics here. I'm not trying to make friends. I'm not trying to suck up the players. I call them all out equally. LeBron is looking old. Facts. D'Angelo Russell has now officially put the nail in the coffin into proving he can no longer perform in the postseason. He's a regular season showboat player who has a podcast and makes false promises he can't keep. He told everybody not to get off the boat. I was just sitting back like, okay, D-Lo, let's see if you can fulfill your promise. We're looking at you now. If you're telling everybody to believe that they got this, and then you come out and you drop a 0-point game. You know what that tells me? That tells me that you a clown, bro. That's what that tells me. That tells me that you think highly of yourself, but you're not putting in the work that it takes. That tells me you made zero improvement. He had one good game, game 2. So obviously he's talking high when he has a big game. But what is he going to say now? Right? 0-3. No team's ever come back from that bullshit. And I don't expect any team to come back from that anymore. I'm not going to lie to the good people here. We're going to lose eventually. Even if we win one game, probably the next game we'll lose. Or if we win that one, we build some momentum, we'll probably lose the next one. If we win 4 in a row, chat, listen, I will take everything I'm saying back, but I promise you it's not going to happen. I promise you. And I'm just being realistic with you guys. Unlike other channels, they're going to lie to you. They're going to sugarcoat stuff. They're going to tell you things that is going to keep them from burning their bridges in relationships with players. But I'm here to tell you the truth. And the truth is that this team has run its course. It has. It really has, man. There's no other way around it. You can't get swept twice and then we get told otherwise. There's no excuses this year. Well, last year was LeBron's foot. You know, he had a bone spurt in it. You know, AD was dealing with injuries. This year's Vando. Vando's the new excuse. There's no excuses. In the playoffs, it's time to put up or shut up. Tex, I appreciate you, bro. He said, I agree, Dan. If Minnesota beats Denver, that should say a lot on the difference of our coaching and role players, and it would look even more sad on our part. And let me tell you something. I'll make a hot take, Tex. I've been telling people that that's my dark horse to come out of the West, the Minnesota Timberwolves, either them or the Mavericks. And I believe Minnesota will beat the Denver Nuggets. I believe they have what it takes. They're the number 1 defensive efficiency rated team in the league for a reason. They're playing the Twin Towers. They're not catering to this Curry bullshit ball that nobody has the team for except for the Warriors. And even they didn't make it to the playoffs. Yet nobody adjusted. And they got a young superstar in Anthony Edwards that really is a pleasure to watch. I will continue to cover the playoffs. I got you guys still with some pre-games, still with some post-games, regardless of whatever happens with the Lakers, man. So make sure you guys do tap in. And then this summer is going to get really interesting. I expect the rumors to fly. I expect changes to be made, all that good stuff. So make sure you guys do so. Kylo Ren. He said, keep AD, Bron, hire Mark Jackson, flip Rui Reed for a third start, bring Bron off the bench if he doesn't put up effort on defense. Yeah, see, that just sounds like a lot of things to do. Just to, again, it sounds like an experiment, Kylo. I'm trying to stay away from experiments. You cannot cheat the game of basketball anymore. In the past, I'm telling you, man, as a 28-year Laker fan, I'm telling you that I saw the Lakers were able to just acquire superstars via free agency or trades and win championships. The last time we did this was with AD and LeBron in 2020, okay? But a new CBA came into effect, and it punishes teams who do that, right? It forces you to try to draft and to try to get free agency and build through that because obviously a draft player's young stars player salary is always lower, so you can get away with some shit when you do that. But you can't do that with a regular team. As a result, we really don't have too many impact players on this team outside of LeBron James and AD. Austin Reeves, he showed up tonight, but the first 2 games he disappeared. I'm disappointed in him this series as well. D'Lo, I can't even, bro. I can't even because he talks a lot. At least Reeves keeps quiet, keeps his head down and plays. And I'll tell you this, D'Lo has done a good job on Jamal Murray. Not D'Lo, I'm sorry. Austin Reeves has done a good job on Jamal Murray. I'll give him that. I'm not making excuses for his misses or nothing. Tonight he had 22 points. But he's done a good job on that, and that takes away your legs a lot. Robert says, this is what we get for trading core bigs. Management sold big. He said the front office are the ones to blame. Never seen a franchise own us like Denver. It's a new era, bro. It's a new era. Listen, we're spoiled. We're used to winning all the time. And with that is going to come a lot of arrogance. We did have arrogance, myself included. I thought LeBron and AD were going to be enough to push the needle on any 7-game series. I really did. But I'm sadly mistaken because I think Father Time is showing up for LeBron. I think for AD, man, he doesn't have a consistent dog in him. He has a sporadic dog in him, a dog that shows up every once in a while, like it did the last game. He was sensational, even though we lost. This game, the stats were good, but we really stopped going to him, and he stopped attacking. He fades away a lot. He does things he shouldn't do sometimes. Gives up a lot of offensive rebounds. We all do. And it's lacking a killer, man. So without a killer, it's hard to get past these teams who actually do have a killer. Jamal Murray, I dislike him, but he's a killer. This man daggered us, right? When was the last time we daggered anybody in the playoffs? When was the last time? Chat. Probably 2020 when AD hit that little 3-point shot at the top of the key in the bubble. Message Mastermind, appreciate you, bro. He said, Denver reminds me of the Chiefs. Surround your all-world player with the right role players. Lakers failed to do that for AD. The coaching is bad as well. I feel where you're coming from. I agree. We could have done better. We could have got some better shooters. We could have got more size around him. I agree with that. But the Lakers were damned if they did and damned if they didn't. Frank Vogel, when he was coaching, there was a lot of input from the front office, and we got criticized for it. Linda, Kurt's wife, everybody, right? Everybody was inputting on the Lakers and who, if they should use size or not. When Darvin Ham got hired, I remember they said the front office wouldn't have their input. So this is all Darvin Ham's doing. I think the front office just stepping back and like, okay, we gave you Tristan Thompson, you didn't use him. We gave you Mo Bamba, you didn't use him. We're giving you Jackson Hayes, you're not using him. We gave you Christian Wood, and to start the season, he didn't use him. So I think the front office just said, you know what? We're damned if we do, damned if we don't. Let's sit back and see what Darvin's scam can do. And what has he done? Scam the shit out of us, man. He owes Los Angeles a big-ass paycheck. He owes Los Angeles a big-ass paycheck because these 2 years have been putrid from him. He's made a handful of good adjustments only in 2 years. That's nothing. You're supposed to make a handful of adjustments in one game. He's done it in 2 years. He's been a waste of time, man. Just like the rest of them. Hansen said, year-round coverage. Look forward to your offseason coverage there. Thank you, my brother. Hey, listen, this is the number one place to be, man. If you guys want the truth, if you guys want, cold hard facts, if you guys want predictions, everything. And, of course, if you guys want to have your voice heard, this is the number one place to be, Hansen. So, thank you, bro. I will be here for you guys regardless, man. We ain't going nowhere. The coverage will start day one after we get eliminated, whenever that is. Day one. So, just stay tuned, chat. If you already haven't, please subscribe. And also playback, man, lots of content. We're going to go back and watch some old games, some classics. We couldn't do that here on YouTube, so we can do that over there, man. Chris with a proposal. Sadly, I feel it'll fall short, Chris, but hey, it's the thought that counts. He said, if we win 4 in a row, I'll give one of your fans $100. There you have it. My boy Court Kings Chris with the proposal, man. Listen, man, I'll match that. I'll give him another 100. I'll throw another 100 on top of that for a fan. Or matter of fact, we'll split it and for 2 fans if they come back. But it's not going to happen, fam. Let's be honest. Let's be completely honest. It's not going to happen. We shouldn't lie to ourselves anymore. We're not children. You know what I'm saying? This isn't the boogeyman coming through that door. Like, nothing is going to save us, man. Nothing is going to save us from this fate. And this fate is a treacherous one. Back-to-back swept. My goodness, man. That is not something we should get behind at all. Yafit Harris. My guy said, thank you so much for the super sticker, brother. Appreciate that. My guy said, please phone call, Dan. Oh, y'all want phone calls? All right, listen, we got 1,500. Let's get to 500 likes. We get the phone calls up and running for sure. I have no problem with that, with doing what, you know what I'm saying? We're doing what you guys want. You guys want the phone calls, 500 likes, and we putting up the phone lines right now. Thoughts on hiring Adrian Griffin? I think before we hire a head coach, and this is just my thought. Tell me what you guys think, chat. Before we hire a head coach, I believe we should clean house first and see what direction we're going in. If we're going to get draft picks or young players or what we're going to do. Let's see what we're going to do, man. And shout out to my phone's blowing up. Shout out to my boy Donnie Free who says, "Sup, bro? Hope you're doing good. Just wanted to say Malone is coaching circles around Ham. Everything the Lakers do, he fixes at halftime. Also, this team will repeat. I don't see them losing." I would love to have a conversation with you, bro. If you're in the chat, I will definitely drop the link for you exclusively. I'd love to have an intelligent conversation with my guy right now because he absolutely knows what he's talking about. I know he disagrees with me sometimes, but it's all love. So if you're in here, D-Free, and you want the link, let me know. Before we hire a coach, though, I think we got to go choose our direction. We're going to go rebuild, if we're going to go retool, whatever it is, because the coach matters for, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me give an example. The Suns hire Frank Vogel. They have 0 defenders. Their best defender is Grayson Allen, a dirty player. That's not good. You had a defender in DeAndre Ayton, but you lost him. You hire a coach who's defensive-minded, but you don't have a defensive coach. Think about that. I mean, you don't have defensive pieces to go around that. So I don't want that to happen for the Lakers. What if we hire a really experienced coach, but we got a young team? And that young team obviously not going to put up the wins right away. You feel me? Or vice versa. What if we get, obviously, let's just say we get Trae Young or Donovan Mitchell via trade, and then you hire a young coach with not a lot of experience, just like, Darvin Ham. So it seems like we can't get 2 things together. Can't put 2 and 2 together. Because obviously we can't go out and get someone like Luka realistically. Who would you see us go after, assuming we blow it up this offseason? I'll be honest with you guys. I have a whole game plan. I don't want to give it away too much because I have content and I'm going to split it up in sections to give it to you guys and so you guys could understand my game plan. But I will kind of give you an insight into my brain and what I've been thinking. I believe LeBron James might walk. He's not happy with the coach. He's not happy with the role players. He probably hates the way D'Angelo has played. He probably feels like he's had a carry for too long, and I don't blame him if he feels that way because he actually has. Even though AD, when he's healthy, he's helped him carry the load. But I think LeBron probably dips, man. It's probably a sign and trade somewhere, and we probably get some young pieces back. It could be to the Warriors, right? Maybe we get Kuminga back and we get some pieces here and there. We'll see. I can see that happening because, listen, doors open up when two teams that are prestigious, like the Warriors and the Lakers, lose. They might pick up the phone and work something out. What if we can work a sign and trade with LeBron James for like Kuminga and Clay? And, I don't want Clay, but I'm just giving you guys like some salary fillers, right? And we get some draft picks and whatever, young pieces. And then you turn around, you trade AD to another contender, a different one, like the Knicks. The Knicks they can give you like 4 to 5 first-round picks. You know what I'm saying? And you turn around and you have a young core, you have a young piece. You still got Austin, you still got Rui. You let them kind of start taking over the offense a little bit and see what you have. What do you have in 2 years, right? And obviously you're clearing up cap space in the process as well. So I think that's kind of like the direction I'm going in. But of course, my train of thought could change depending on what happens. Lakers go out and get Donovan Mitchell, which I don't think we will, obviously. Other teams have more assets to give up, but if they go out and get Donovan Mitchell, then anything's possible. Kyrie's not going anywhere, so I'm not even going to talk about him. Who knows, right? But one thing could change my opinion for sure. I reserve the right to change it, just like any fan. But I'm just saying, man, it's it's sad to see how this team has fallen off the face of planet Earth, and how the front office is trying to kind of just saying like, "Oh, we'll be all right. Oh, injuries. Oh, this." No. We gotta stop trying to take shortcuts and do it the right way, in my opinion. La Mamba, thank you, brother. Yeah, D'Angelo Russell, 0 points. That is unforgivable in my book. It is. I really don't care what he does this offseason. If they re-sign him, they better not overpay. And if he gets traded in a sign and trade, or if he signs elsewhere, you know what I'm saying? I really wouldn't really care, to be honest, at this point. He's just not that guy. I was hoping he could become that guy here. It looked like he was trending in that direction, but I kept saying, that part of me kept saying, man, let's wait and see what he does in the playoffs. Well, he's putting up bagels in the playoffs, y'all. Putting up bagels in the playoffs, so there's that, right? You can't really count on somebody who puts up bagels in the playoffs, unfortunately. You just can't. I'm sorry. You just can't. I know the D-Lo fans are going to come after me, but hey, I'm a truth teller. The truth hurts sometimes. My guy, Kyle Lorenz says, we're the Lakers. We don't rebuild, we reload. Well, that's the old mantra. I agree with you. That's what I was thinking up until this season, man. If we retool, here's what could happen. Doomsday scenario. You give up all 3 of your first-round picks. You get Donovan Mitchell. He gets hurt at some point in the season. Because of the cap space and how capped out you are, you're only going to get cheap little free agents. Unless somebody massive takes a pay cut, right? But I doubt it. Guys want to get paid. And so you could actually end up worse if you deplete your depth. LeBron's a year older. Donovan Mitchell or Trae Young or somebody gets hurt. All it takes is an injury, guys. And your big 3 is done. So this is why I say rebuild would help, because you'll have more depth. You'll have younger players. You'll have more cap space. You'll have more draft picks. You have to go that route. I don't think the old mantra is working anymore of just trading for championships. It worked for one championship, but it didn't get us the trilogy we were hoping for everything we got. We got to be intelligent. At some point, we have to see that, hey, man, maybe this just isn't going to work under the new CBA. You feel me, Kylo? I would love it if we could just trade for another championship. But it seems really tough. My guy, Roman, are you doing Dodgers content, bro? Of course, man. As the offseason progresses, we get less content. You guys know I'm a jack of all trades type of guy. So I'm going to start doing some gaming on here, man. Maybe some Gears of War, some Call of Duty, some 2K, whatever. And then we're going to do some podcasts with my girl, late nights. That's coming. Obviously, some Dodger coverage is coming. If there's no Lakers and the NBA Finals are done and the offseason is kind of quiet, Dodgers coverage is coming. So there's always stuff. Just keep it locked right here. I got you guys. Trust me, man. And then obviously Rams when that happens, all of that. I was going to split it into 2 different channels, but it's really hard to like build up separate channels. We are blessed to say that playback, man. You guys have been awesome over there because we've gotten to 500 so quick. We're quickly becoming one of the best streams on playback, one of the funnest. Shout out to my guy, Diehard, KJ. All those guys are making it a great place to be. But content year-round, man. I go nowhere. You guys better get used to this mug because I'm going to be here. I might be here even more. Now that the Lakers ain't going to take energy out of me. So I'll be covering more playoff games. I will be doing pre-games for the Knicks games, for the Timberwolves games, teams I like, right? So that'll be fun. Maybe some post-game reactions. Of course, when the Clippers get eliminated, I will be here to celebrate that. But yeah, make sure if you guys already haven't followed Playback, there's gonna be a lot of coverage over there, man. Good take, bad take, all that good stuff. What do you guys think, though? I want to know what you guys think. Matter of fact, you know what? I don't know if D Free was in the chat or not. If he is, I'll bring him up. But I'm gonna invite some of y'all to give y'all opinions. If y'all want to, say go back and forth with me. If y'all have a different strategy, that's cool. We don't have to agree. But I'll put up the link for the next 20 minutes or so to the top of the hour and let you guys get off, man. I got everything I needed to say off my chest. Thank you guys for all the blessed super chats. You guys are truly the best, man. This is a place I love to come to right after games because we can have objective basketball talk without name calling, without any of this, right? Unless, of course, we get the trolls in the chat. Without any of that stuff, man. And we can really, truly break down the future Lakers basketball. We're going to be talking a lot this summer. But let's bring in my guy, man. Speak of the devil. Let's bring in my guy, KJ. We can really, truly break down the future Lakers basketball. We're going to be talking a lot. You're going to have to turn me off on the TV, my brother, because you are ahead. Oh, you're a little behind. Yeah, so make sure you turn down the TV a little bit, KJ.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up, bro? Talk to us, man. What's your solution moving forward?
I just heard Darvin Ham. He just said post game, what can you do? It's a make or miss league.
Nah.
That's what he just said.
Nah, he didn't say that, bro. That's a fireable offense right there on the spot.
No, I'm dead serious.
Nah, bro. Hey, shout out to Daniel Hernandez. He was at the game. He said the energy guy was draining. Damn. Yeah. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry you had to experience that you deserve a refund for that. I can't believe Darvin just said that bullshit.
Yeah, he said, his exact quote, that's the way the game goes. It's a make or miss league.
He needs to be fired yesterday. I can't believe that, but you see, bro. Nothing surprised me at this point when he said they didn't know what to do with Jokic. When he said that after what was it, game 1, game 2?
That's what I knew, bro. Before game 2. Yep. So that's what the coach just said, y'all. He said that's the way the game goes. Is to make a miss league.
You know what? I'm gonna tell y'all this, chat. I'm feeling froggy. I'm about to leave. Y'all want the voiceovers back? I might just make fun of this motherfucker because seriously, if y'all want the voiceovers back, I need to see fire emojis in the chat right now. This guy
reported. What's his name? Reported by Buha. I don't know his name.
Jovan Bua. Yeah.
So that's what Darvin Ham said to him.
That's embarrassing, chat. That is embarrassing. Listen, this guy not only is showing his incompetence, but I feel like he's just stealing our money and laughing in our face about it, chat. He might go down as one of the worst, if not the worst, Laker coaches of all time. I still got Luke Walton up there because everywhere he went, he stunted young players' growth, even with the Kings. But he's up there, man. Darvin is creeping his way to the top, bro. Let me ask you this. You started a LeBron fan. Now you're a diehard Laker fan, baptized by yours truly.
Yep.
Let me ask you this, brother. Mm-hmm. What you doing this offseason, bro?
First, coach got to go. That's the main thing. He got to go. If I expect a lot out of LeBron, but the dude will be 40 this year. And I think unexpected AD to take that next step. Like, dude, this your team. I'm following you. And it just didn't happen because AD doesn't have the motor. So I don't know. D-Lo got to go for damn sure. You can't be putting up 0 points. You worried more about your podcast and talking all this crap. What I'm gonna do and all that. I'm a killer. You can go,
bro. Well,
it depends on what you can get for Reeves. If you can't get nothing worth valuable, I'm keeping Reeves, but he coming off the bench because I like Reeves.
Yeah, no, I really like Reeves. I think he always shows a lot of heart. It's funny. People really want me to do the voiceover, man. They took over with the fire emoji.
No.
All right. Voiceover is back tonight, man. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it. Probably gonna drop on all platforms.
If I retooling, rebuilding. Like you say, we got to be careful because do we want to go through them hardships again? Like you
every time we make let me tell you this: every time we make a bad trade, chat, and we retool, we set ourselves back a couple of years because it doesn't work, man. It doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't work when we like Russell Westbrook. That's my biggest fear. What if we trade for Trae Young? I love Trae Young. Is that what we need though? Another bucket getter? It could help. It could help keep LeBron fresh, but LeBron, let's be
We
honest,
need
he's
we
about to be
need
40 next year, bro. 40. He can't carry this team no more.
yeah, no, you can't. We need players that can play both sides of the ball. We can't just get a player that just play one side of the ball. We can't have a player that just can play defense and can't be offense, or just do offense and can't play defense.
Bro, I don't know, man. Look.
But if we had like a Ty Lue egg poster, this team would be way better than what it's showing, and I guarantee that.
Let's bring in our next guest, man. I haven't talked to my bro in a while. My guy James Caldwell. What's up, brother?
What's up, brother? The doors of the church is closing. We gotta
Oh
renovate.
no. Oh my brother. Oh no, my brother. No, it's always gonna stay open. I'm like this though, but we gotta get some demons out of this church though.
Yeah,
There's some
Darvingham the main
deliverance.
one, ain't it?
There's some deliverance that needs to happen within this church, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's to be honest with you, Dan. As mad as I was earlier, because that's what I did not. I promise you, I did not watch the game. I couldn't take it.
I
I
was
knew what was
happy.
going to happen.
I was
Yeah,
actually happy.
bro. It's like, yo,
It's
KJ,
like
you know this.
a cloud.
Hey, yeah, it's like this, bro. It's like literally, I can't. I'm at the point right now. It's almost funny to just
It
watch
was.
this
I was
team.
laughing.
It's all because it literally it's like you see what's happening and you see what's going on. It's like it's just time. Dan, you're right. It's time to blow it up. Like the writing's on the wall. You remember when the Lakers played Detroit in 2004. You
Yeah,
know, all the trials, the tribulations, troubles, and all that stuff. That happened when the Lakers got swept by the Dallas Mavericks in 2011. All that stuff that was going on in that we barely scraped out of the first round against the Hornets in 2011, and
yeah.
then we get swept by the Dallas Mavs who won the championship. And now this, it's just time, man. It's like to be honest with you, and to basically go on what you're saying. I'm cleaning house. I want this. I'm going to act like Ice Cube and straight out of Compton. I'm coming in
Yep.
with a bat. I'm breaking everything. Everybody got to get out. Everybody's fired. And me personally, it's like it's just time to start over. Like
Bro,
Dan, you
in
talk
the
to
history of Lakers basketball, do you ever remember? I know you're a longtime fan like me. You ever remember
yeah.
us getting swept back-to-back years?
I don't remember
Nope.
that, and I want a Lakers
Absolutely
fan. Then
not. No,
Listen,
I'm wait, hold up. Yeah.
chat. If there's anybody here older than me, right, that's in their 40s or in their 50s, have the Lakers ever gotten swept back-to-back years, having two superstars on their team? That's what I want to know. Because if the answer is no, then I don't want to see the same team back here again. Period. And I got love for AD. He'll always be a champion. This is not me being ungrateful. I got love for LeBron. He's always going to be a champion. He brought another one here to tie, obviously franchise record. I got love for all of them. It's not hate, bro. It's not that I want them gone. But let's be real. LeBron is a year older. AD's going to be a year more hurt, probably more sensitive because the front office just showed that they chose the coach over him by saying they're disappointed in him when he's speaking nothing but facts. Like, at some point, we gotta get smart. And you see, look at the young teams in the league, bro. How did they do it? Did they trade for their superstars or did they draft them?
They drafted him,
And then
and
they
then they
signed
made marginal improvements.
traded for the rest, right? Right?
Yep,
So look at the top team.
bro. And speaking of talking about the Detroit Pistons in 2004, 20 years from that, it's time to rebuild. It's time to rebuild, and it's like this. It's like, and when I say rebuild, I'm talking about a true rebuild.
Yeah.
Where everybody's got to go.
But
Rob
here's
Pelinka,
you know what the
Rob
cool part
Pelinka,
is, bro?
yeah,
Let me tell you what the cool part about that is. We're not that far back from a rebuild.
that's right.
Pieces you could build with, right? You got young talented pieces like Max Christie who can get a whole lot of playing time. If LeBron and AD are gone, you got Austin Reeves, you got Rui. None of them are cornerstone franchise pieces as of right now, but you got some role players. And then you're going to have cap space if those guys dip. You're going to have draft picks if those guys dip. You're going to have things you can continue to build on. Plus, free agency in 2026 is going to be massive. You got some big superstars. You know what I'm saying? Who's not going to want to come to LA if you set in the ground for them with the proper coach and everything to build for the future? You know what I mean? So we got to be smart about it. If the time is now, if you prolong it another year and you deplete your assets even more and you end up getting swept again or just losing, it's going to be all for nothing.
And bro, it's funny that you talk about that because we saw glimpses of that this year. Like, look at the Boston win.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the Boston win. You look at the camaraderie. You look at the passing. Look at the energy of how everybody was playing and all that stuff.
Yep.
And literally, you get a better coach, and you take. And to be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's time for us to get. I hate to say this, It's time to split up LeBron and AD. It's time. It's just time. It's been 6 years. We only got one championship out of it. We should have won in 2021. And then we make the Russell Westbrook trade, which set us back so far in terms of assets and picks.
Yep.
And then we're on the cusp of getting swept twice to a team that's not even better than us. I'm like this though. Dan, I'm with you. I'm going to give the Nuggets their respect. They beat us last year. They're champions and all that stuff. But bro, we should have won game 2.
Yep.
I was upset that we choked away a 20-point lead, literally right before our eyes. Like we choked a 20-point lead, and then like tonight, everything starts. But the thing is, you look at it like this: all 3 games we started out with the lead going into the halftime, and then by the third quarter, it's just like, bro, it's like same story, except that we're healthy, which makes our argument even worse. Because at least last year we could say that we were banged up and we were injured. We have no excuses this year. AD has outplayed Nikola Jokic the whole series this year. Well,
why do you think they
playoff
put
series.
the report out there, Vando and Christian Wood coming back, and then they don't come back?
I don't want to say this, but I'm going to go ahead and say this to light a fire under somebody's behind. To be honest with you, because look at it like this: you say like take this, then that's the reason why game 2 was the nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
Because if they win game 2, going into game 3, and you get Vando and Christian Wood back, that we got all the momentum. Because you win in their house, you break their confidence. It's a whole new league. It's a whole new series. Yeah. Then you go back into your house with an opportunity to win 2 straight games, and you're getting 2 big pieces. One big piece and one major.
That's what I told everybody. We lost in game 2, brother. But we lost it in game 2, unfortunately. Let me bring in the next caller before time runs out, man. I want to do like 3-minute calls, everybody. LA Mamba, appreciate you, bro. Said Dan, if LeBron stays, what's the game plan? Well, if LeBron stays, you're gonna have to go get another superstar probably, just to keep up with his age, because he's getting older. He needs less heavy lifting. Otherwise, he's gonna have a career-ending injury at this rate. The way he's been carrying, his back must hurt from the way he carried this season. So he's 39, fam. I don't know. Let's bring in another guest. First-time caller, man. My guy, the Shoe Medic. Hey.
Yeah.
What's up, bro?
Oh, Shoe Medic.
Guys.
Court King. Shout out to my guy, man.
Yeah, guys.
Much love to you, man. How you feeling, brother? Nice to meet you.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty disappointed with these last couple games, man. I've been kind of down, man. I haven't been in the chat. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I don't blame you. It's been tough, brother. It's been tough. But in your opinion, man, how we progressing forward with this team moving forward?
I don't know, man. Honestly, I've been really disappointed with Ham all season. I mean, I really felt like we had everything that we needed, but I mean, Jokic is just scoring right over LeBron in certain time frames. Like it's just easy pickings, man. And I don't know. They're breaking our defense down, and it just really doesn't. I told my wife, we won that first half, and I told her it's the third. It's always the third. That's our Achilles heel. If they come out firing in the third, that lets us know they're gonna have it in the fourth. But man, they always shit the bed in the third, man.
Yep. You know what I'm sick of? I'm sick of our backcourt not playing any defense. You know what I mean? Like Austin tried. God bless his heart, tried, but he should really come off the bench in a series like this, because Jamal Murray and those guys, they run off of screens, man. They get open so easily. What I would like for the future, let's just say we do rebuild. I want defensive players at every single position, 1 through 5. That's what I want. I don't want no more weaknesses, man. Go get Vando's already in place. We don't got to do nothing with him. He's already in place. Whether he plays the 3 or the 4, he's in place defensively. Let's go find a defensive-minded point guard like a Marcus Smart. Let's go find a defensive-minded shooting guard. We already got one in Max Christie. He just needs PT. Let's go find a defensive-minded small forward, etc. Like, what do you guys think of that? I want 5 defenders. Chat, chime in as well. What do you guys think?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Talking about like I'll bring up again the Detroit Pistons. When you looked at the Detroit Pistons in 2004, they had 2-way defenders at all positions. Even their weakest defender, Rip Hamilton, could check Kobe and spot minutes at times. So, but you had Chauncey Billups, you had him at the 1. He was able to he's 6'3", 6'4", burly body who could check Kobe at times. and be physical with him. And then you had Tayshaun Prince, who was the designated defender for him. And then you
Right.
got Rasheed Wallace, who's over there that plays kind of like AD as like a weak side defender, somebody that can block shots, who's a lead shot blocker. And then you have Big Ben down low, one of my favorite players growing up, who's literally 6'9", able to check Shaq. Like he was conditioned enough and strong enough to actually check Shaq. And actually, for people that doesn't know how good Ben Wallace was back in the day, watch Shaq stuff. Watch Ben Wallace stuff Shaq when Shaq was in Miami. Like legit, palm the whole ball and made Shaq hit dirt. Literally, that's one of the best highlights I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy. And Clipper fans are adding me because I remember when I said we get Christian Wood, it's a wrap. They're like, you got Christian Wood and you got Sweat. But this is how dumb Clipper fans are. Christian Wood didn't play in the playoff, dummies. You know what I'm saying?
No.
It's ridiculous. You know how much of an impact these players would have done if they were healthy and they were properly used? Vando and Christian Wood. But this is how small the brain size is of a Clipper fan, man. I just seen the tweet right now. They think they exposing something, bro. That's hilarious. It's like Christian Wood didn't play, dummies. Tell me you don't watch basketball without telling me you don't watch basketball. Let me go ahead and hey, thank you so much for tapping in, James. Let me go ahead and cycle somebody else in here, man, just to give them a shot.
Yeah, most of guys.
I'll
see y'all, family.
I appreciate
it.
Sir,
I'll see you.
Let me go ahead and cycle in my guy, Dave Parker. What's up, man?
What's up, Darren? How you doing,
man? You know, man. You know how we doing today. It's tough juice out here, man.
Man, it's dead silence out here, man. Dead silence. It's over with, man. Trying to rebuild. It's time, man.
You think it's time to rebuild?
Yeah. I know. Yeah, it's time to, because Darvin here, first off, he got to go because yeah, I see it enough. He scared the whole team. Literally scared the whole team.
Yo, Darvin Ham got to be. Who's the worst coach in your opinion, man? Luke Walton or Darvin Ham? I gotta know right now, right off the top.
Both, both combined.
Yeah, that's the worst coach of all time, right there.
Yeah, Darvin Ham is definitely up there.
Yeah,
because he has a brain of a walnut, honestly.
Yeah. Look, my guy Lamamba says Team Gabe did a good job, as good as it gets versus Jamal. So did Austin. Austin was solid as well. He said AD also did a good job this series. Can't ask for more. That's the unfortunate part. You know?
I don't. The defense was just like not there. I think Barr need to retire because I think his time is near. Honestly,
man, I tell you what, bro. So your team rebuilt. You say rebuild for sure, right?
For sure.
And you mean scratch? Fresh. You mean scratch all the way?
Start fresh. Get draft picks. Whatever front officer got to do to get the team, make the team better. Go ahead and do that, because
Shoe Medic. Before I bring in the new guest, before I let you go, I gotta ask you: do you think the Lakers have what it takes to make those type of deals that my guy over here is talking about? Like just start scratch?
Oh yeah, I mean definitely. I mean we still have Max, we still have Austin. I mean we still have young pieces that we can work around. I mean, I was really looking forward to seeing what Rui could put forward in this series, and I'm not gonna lie, he's been kind of disappointing me, But at the end of the day, we still have stuff to work with. If we have to tear it down, I mean it's the Lakers. We'll be back.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's the right option right there is to let's be smart. We got a couple draft picks. Let's not give them away for pretender.
Draft picks. You use it to the best of your ability.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, thank you guys on the bottom for chiming in, man. I appreciate you guys. Let me bring in the final two callers.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for having me.
Of course, brother. Anytime. We'll be here all summer, man. We'll be talking a lot all summer, so make sure you guys do tap in.
I'm gonna be in the chat every time. So
yes, sir, my brother. Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
All right, Shoe Medic. Nice meeting you, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Go ahead. Sorry, bro. I didn't cut you off prematurely. Go ahead.
Oh no, you straight. I mean, hey, I will add one thing. I do wish that we would have neutralized Aaron Gordon a little bit in this. I was really looking forward to Christian Wood coming into this, and I didn't need him to score. But I do think, like I was telling my wife, that we needed somebody to keep him off the boards. You know, I feel like Aaron Gordon specifically is somebody that's just kind of putting his hand in the cookie jar and getting easy points consistently because we don't even have a body to put on him. You know, and I definitely think that's one of the biggest things that's hurt us in the series. You know, obviously it's not over yet, but I just think that Aaron Gordon is an Achilles heel for us right now to get past.
You know what? And again, father time with LeBron, man, he can no longer put a body on him. He can't stay in front of him. He's just using that youth around him. And not only that, but we going small. And they're going to feast on us when we go small. That's our Achilles heel right there, man. Going small. So I appreciate the call, brother. Thank you so much. My guy, Shoematic, man.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate you, man. Much love to you, bro. Have a good night.
All right, guys. See ya.
See ya. Oh, Court Kings. I see you, bro. Hey, KJ.
Yo.
All these callers, man, that are chiming in right here, they're all saying we got to rebuild, bro. Why? Tell them why we shouldn't rebuild. Like, why do you still believe in LeBron and AD as a duo? Like, give me the opposite take before I bring in my last two callers.
Because we need the right coach.
So you think a right coach will
Mark Jackson? If we had Mark Jackson,
I would love Mark Jackson. I've been vouching for years, bro.
I bet he would pick him. I bet he would. Okay, you see when he had Steph and Clay, he said, "Do what you do best. I want you to shoot the ball because that's their strength." Man, AD and LeBron, I'm picking rolling y'all to death till y'all get sick of running it.
Right. No, absolutely.
And we gonna build off that until they stop that. Then we gonna run off that.
Problem is, man, I just, I would have agreed.
But I don't mind rebuilding. I mean,
let's just say LeBron and AD would have played.
What we got.
Let's say LeBron and AD would have played their heart out, and they would have took us to the door, and the role players were still on bagels, like D'Lo did, and and that it was just LeBron and AD this whole series. Let's just say it was just that. And LeBron and AD showed full effort to the bitter end, then I would have agreed with you. But the fact that they kind of like just mailed it in is what made me feel like, okay, I'm not sure we can come back from this with those two.
Yeah, they look like they was like, fuck this game. Shit, fuck it.
And I hate to see that as a diehard Laker fan. I ain't never seen that in my life where somebody just says, you know what, fuck it. It sucks, man.
Yeah, it sucks, but I know at the same time they human too, and they're like, God dang, here we go again.
Listen, I'm gonna do something I never did during the phone calls, man. And I'm gonna let everybody come up at once, and hopefully they take turns talking. We got about 5 more minutes before I end the stream, so I'm gonna do it big tonight, man. Everybody who's in here in the that has their camera on, because that's the only rule. Camera gotta be on. I'm gonna let y'all come up. What up, everybody? How y'all doing?
What's good, everybody?
What's up, Dan? KJ, great to see you too. What's up, everyone?
All right, let's start from the bottom to the right. So we're gonna go with my guy Arthur right here, bro. Talk to me, man. How you feeling?
Oh, first of all, how you doing, KJ? Dan, good to see you. I've been off a long time because I've been busy with work. I've been taking care of university, so apologies for not coming. Oh, everyone here, what's up, Maurice, and everyone here?
What's going on, bro?
Yeah, listen. Let me cook Darvin Ham for 1 second, please. Would y'all let me do that, please?
Go right ahead.
Because this is what I gotta fucking do. Because that's what I have to do. He sucks ass, bro. He is trash, bro. How the fuck do you not roll AD and LeBron on the pick and roll? Can someone explain that? Bro, we're done with your small ball, bro. This is not Milwaukee, bro. You're in the top tier guns, bro. Top tier, bro.
Let me ask you this.
The top tier guns, like, bro, there's no pick and roll running here.
Arthur, let me ask you this, bro.
What's up?
Is Darvin Ham the main problem? You think we can just run back with AD and LeBron? Different coach?
He's the problem.
What's up?
I said, do you think we should still run it back with AD and LeBron, just a different coach?
Sorry, KJ. I mean, I don't like to hurt anyone's feelings, man, because I got mad and love and respect for you, man. Just like Maurice over here. But I can't, man, unfortunately, bro. AD always gets hurt. He still, does that, holding and stuff. And then LeBron, as much as I respect him, he can't go anymore, man. At some point, you have to start thinking to yourself, but we need to go in the rebuild. Remember what happened to our legend? I don't want to bring his name up because he passed away. God rest his soul. Remember that tear Achilles he got? Yeah. I think that's that same route that LeBron's going into. If we give him another 1 more year, I think, in my honest opinion, he's going to suffer a torn ACL, man.
Oh, man.
I say, bro,
let me knock on wood. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm dead serious, man. I love you, but we have to let him go, man. and then develop guys like Jalen Hood-Schifino, because I watched college basketball before. I know what he can bring to the table, man. Play the freaking guys, man. And stop rolling with this veteran mentality, bro. I don't need all that. Start playing Max Christie. But if you're not going to do that, get the hell out of here,
I
man.
will say this. I agree with my guy Shep. If LeBron takes a pay cut, I have no problem with him coming back. But he got to take a pay cut in order to get more talent. I agree with Shep.
I mean, he should take a pay cut. Shit, man, look, bro, I ain't gonna pay.
Yeah, and Darvin Ham, like I said, get him out of here, man. Let Phil Handy take over, because I know what Phil Handy has, what it takes in his heart to take over. You saw what he was doing when he was getting pissed off with Westbrook, and the way in times he was getting mad at you guys get the point I'm talking about. So why not give Phil Handy?
He yelled at LeBron plenty of times.
Yeah. Well, I let him take over. Who else do I want as the head coach? Tell me. Mark Jackson. There you go. That's my take from him, man. Jamal Murray turned us into barbecue chicken.
We could have had Ty Lue, but our organization didn't want him to pick his own staff and give him an extra year on his contract.
I love the passion, brother. I love the passion.
Yeah, because, bro, I have to get it off my chest because I just had enough, bro. We're the Los Angeles Lakers. We shouldn't be, be like this anymore, man. We're getting like chirped around by the Nuggets. You know how we say we're the chicken nuggets, but in reality, they're giving us, I don't know, French fries back. I don't know what I can say, man. But go ahead, man. Maurice, man, you take your turn, man. I'm done saying what I have to say.
Thank you so much, Arthur, for the call. We appreciate you, bro.
You're welcome, man. Anytime.
See you later.
One by one. Let's go. Next take. Let's go.
Hey, I literally did a short about this. I said, hey, everybody give it up for the Los Angeles Falcons, because that's exactly what the hell we are. I ain't never seen a team blow so many leads ever in a whole life, because we were leading this game. Every single game that we done played Denver, we led. So it's just stupid that you do something and it's working, and then all of a sudden you just go away from it. And next thing you know, we got this lethargic ass bullshit.
I agree with everybody that the coach is trash. I'm not going to defend Darvin. He's absolutely trash. He deserves to get fired probably like his last season, if we're being honest. But I also got discouraged by the way this team didn't show heart tonight, man, in front of their home crowd. Me, this was clean house. Got to go, everybody, man. But look, is there one player out there that you think the Lakers could trade for that can make all the difference in the world? Like just one name. How we are right now. Maurice.
Free.
With the coach that we got now.
No, I mean, let's say we fire coach, but what's the one player that could set us back on track, in your opinion? That's worth trading a bunch of pieces for.
The only player I know for a fact that we can honestly trade for, which I already know that's not gonna happen, and that's Victor Wembanyama. But that's not gonna happen.
He went for the juggler with that one.
Like,
I thought you were gonna say somebody realistic. Like I see the chat saying Donovan Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? I think Mitchell would be somebody who, even though I don't think Cleveland would do us a favor and give us Donovan, I think he's somebody who can set us in the right track for sure and take a lot of the scoring load off of LeBron James. But how much does that do like for us defensively? You know what I mean? And we still be in size and all that. So
my deal with Donovan Mitchell is that him a little bit like Damian Lillard, he can be streaky too. So he may be shooting good somewhere else, and then next thing you know, get under them LA lights.
Yeah,
get under them LA lights. Next thing you know, he building the whole new Staples Center.
That's very true, my brother. Hey, thanks so much for the call, my brother. I'm gonna let you go on that one. I appreciate you.
All right, Maurice.
All right, y'all bless him.
All right,
you too.
All right, next man up. What's up, my brother Swizzy?
What's going on, man? First thing I want to say is the Lakers front office and the coaches, and at times the players, made a mockery out of the Lakers fan base, man, tonight. Not only tonight, but the whole season. Second, I respect y'all opinion. I'm not on board with the blow everything up.
So you with me?
This all boils down to we chose the wrong coach, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I think.
Him and his coaching staff. First of all, he doesn't have a veteran coach on his coaching staff, and these coaches did not know how to put these players in position to be successful. That's why tonight they gave the organization a middle finger. The players did. we've been telling y'all all season that this coach doesn't have it. So y'all not gonna listen to the players?
But here's the problem: they didn't just give the organization the middle finger; they gave the fans the middle finger. You know how much them tickets were, bro? You don't do that. You don't do that. I'm sorry. You give the middle finger to the organization on your free time. You have a private meeting. You yell at whoever you want to yell at. You don't show up to work and lay an egg. That's a fireable offense for me. I'm an old school like Laker fan, man. I'm of the mindset that you cannot come out and show this type of display and then just expect to get your way. It's like throwing a tantrum. Because you know what? Nobody wins in this scenario. The fans don't win, the front offices don't win, and the players don't win. LeBron is not getting any younger, in my opinion. He's about to be 40. You keep building around him and you expect him to carry you, good luck. That's just my opinion. That's my take right there.
I think that they probably looking at it, expecting for us to understand, right? And I know that's hard because like you said, people paying a lot of money for these tickets, and we sitting up here pouring all our emotions into this. You know, I was shot and I'm paralyzed and I've been in a wheelchair for 19 years, and sometimes it's like, oh man, it feel like this hurt more than that did sometimes for me pouring my emotions into it. So I understand where you coming from, you know what I mean? So, but what can we do, man? But I just think it all boils down to we need a coach that know how to make adjustments and put players in position to be successful. Darvin Ham, he just got to go. And we can upgrade at some positions. I think D-Lo, we good with him opting out. You know, bring in a defensive point guard, put him next to Austin. I still believe in these players. I think we have the talent to compete for a championship. We just didn't have the right minds around us.
Well, I agree with you on one thing, brother, and I'm sorry to hear your story, man. But I agree with you on one thing. We do need to fire this coach. I think that's the first order of business. I said that early when we started the video. Order of business, coach has to get fired, man. But it's just, you know, for me, I want to see what happens game 4. Like, what's the body language like? Are they still trying to win? Did they give up already? That to me is going to determine a lot. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I don't feel good about this team moving forward. I don't think there's like a couple of players that can just fix it. I feel like we've been taking that route since we won the 2020 championship. We messed it up, man. It wasn't broken, and we tried to fix it. We went small ball. We went away from the players that had veteran leadership experience, and as a result, now we're paying the price. Now we traded draft picks. We acquired guys like D'Lo, who now wants big money. If the Lakers are silly enough to give it to him, they're going to set themselves back even further. Same thing with LeBron. LeBron is getting older. He needs to take a pay cut if he wants to continue to succeed. Unless he goes to another team that's already set and they got the money to give him, then he'll be good, you know? But let's be honest.
Question before I go.
Yeah.
The Lakers didn't show you that they are not far off. They showed you that they're not far off. Like I said, it's the coach, man. They can compete with this team, bro. Especially if we was healthy. And I believe they could beat this team, but we just don't have the right dude at the helm.
Yeah, I agree with that. That I will agree with for sure, my brother. I definitely agree with that. The only thing I disagree with is that we're not that far off. I feel like if we get swept again, man, we're an eternity off. You can't get swept again and then, you know, in the first round of all places and then say we're not far off. Like last year,
these are the champions. Dan, these the champions. So, I mean, they won the championship.
I mean, who did they really go through besides us that really was like, okay, that was impressive? We were the best team they went through. That's not really saying a lot. This year, now I'll tell you this, if the Nuggets can win the championship this year, it'll prove what you said, man. Exactly what you said will be proven if the Nuggets win the championship again. Like, well, at least we lost to the champions again. I could give you, you know what I'm saying? But I just don't. The West is tough this year. I think we're going to have a different champion. And also the East, I don't know. I don't know who's coming out no more. You saw what Boston did, so I don't know. But we'll see what happens. I mean, you made some good points. I agree with a lot of what you said, bro. You could be right at the end of the day. They could just maybe be a move away or two, right, after firing the head coach. But I got to see it to believe it, because being swept twice in a row, I've never seen that in my life, bro. You know, I just, and then, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. But, I mean, you made some valid points. I do believe that, you know what I'm saying, the coach has to be fired. I mean, that's everything he's done in this series is a fireable offense, to be honest. He hasn't made one adjustment. So that's the sad
Derek,
part.
you heard what Mike Malone said. He said we have adjustments that we didn't even have to use yet.
Yep,
Said that yesterday.
big problem. It's a big problem, man. But again, King Twizzy, man, we appreciate your call, man. Thank you so much, brother. Much love to you, man. And we'll see what happens the rest of the playoffs, man. But we'll talk soon, brother. God bless. All right.
Same to you.
All right, my brother. I mean, he made some good points. He's right there with you, KJ. Y'all want the facelift, you know what I'm saying? Y'all want the facelift. Y'all don't want the revamp. Lamamba, thank you so much, brother, for the super chats. Send some of that. Don't want their players to the zippers. Hashtag D'Lo 0 points. Yeah, he's D'Angelo Russell done, bro. I don't know what to say. He has been exposed year after year of being a non-playoff performer, and those are probably the most dangerous players to give money to because you can't count on them in the playoffs, man. My guy Darius Ford, man, what you got to tell me, brother? How you feeling?
Blow it up. It's official.
Oh yeah. Oh, wait, what?
I'm saying blow it up.
Oh, I thought he was saying something else, but he was about to cheer me up. You motherfucker. I mean, when he said it's official, I thought he was going to declare himself a Laker fan.
Hey, Dan, he might as well. Look how he coming on the channel. About blow it up like he on the.
He been on the channel more than some of the diehards on here, man.
I know, right?
Come on now. But yeah, so you think we should blow it up? I agree, Darius. Unless they show me something else, this last game they could extend and do a little something to show me a heartbeat. I agree, bro. It's been disappointing. You can't, in my opinion, you can't get swept twice in a row and then keep that same product. You know what I mean?
I mean, Darvin Ham, he gotta go. D'Angelo Russell, he gotta go. I mean, shit, he performed worse than Klay Thompson.
Man, that's horrible.
Both of them had 0 points.
I can't stand starting lineup players who have 0 points. I just can't do it. At that point,
you couldn't even give me a layup.
Yeah, and listen, he jacked up some shots at the end just to try to scratch the surface, man. And honestly, he doesn't play defense. His playmaking is wonky at times, and if he's not scoring, he's really just a liability. It's like playing 5-on-4. Can't have that. As much as I like D'Angelo Russell, we drafted him. I got number love from him. I'm not gonna call him a bum. I'm not gonna call him this or that. But bruh, the money he wants to make for the production he's giving us in the playoffs is the math isn't mathing, right?
Yeah, I mean, but anyway, Dan, it's like you kind of see like what went wrong from the beginning. It's a learning process. How the season went and how it ended. But the Nuggets, they finna lose to somebody in the West. Either it's the Thunder, the Timberwolves, the Mavericks. One of those three teams will put them out.
Yo, my boy Die Hard said, "Man, get your." He was gonna tell you to get your ass out of here. He feels like you making fun of us at this point, man. Listen, my guy said you can't spell D-Lo without the O. Oh man, that's tough. That's a killer right there, man. That's the killer one right there. We got to end it on that one. Darius, thank you for calling in, my brother. Much love to you.
Hey.
Oh, wait.
Doing this tomorrow.
Say it again.
So are we covering any more games tomorrow, or this is gonna be like an off day?
Yeah, I'm gonna continue to cover games. You guys are welcome to come on there, man. Whenever it lets you on there. Yeah, I'll be covering more games moving forward, bro. Like I said, man, your boy ain't going nowhere. And I think tomorrow that we got some good ones tomorrow, right? Mavericks play tomorrow.
Yeah, at their place. So
definitely covering.
Let's go Mavs.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, man. Thank you for tapping in, brother. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Hey, listen, we got my man Shant. Listen, bro, keep it short, Shant. I was gonna end it right there, but I can't leave without bringing KJ's favorite caller, man.
Hey man, bro. This shit is agonizing. I'm not gonna front, bro. It's like I don't know what to say, man. I mean, Denver gives me PTSD, bro. Jamal Murray, he was in my head, bro. I got nightmares of that shot. Mike Malone gives me nightmares. Jokic gives me nightmares. I can't sleep. I haven't slept since that last game, bro. I mean, I thought I was gonna get these guys.
Look, man. At least now you can get some rest knowing that it was not meant to be this year, bro.
Yeah.
I prefer
Not
the
like
truth. You know, I prefer the
yeah,
truth to be
and
lied.
also yeah, and I feel like man, it's just everything I've been saying is kind of I knew deep down, right? D'Lo and Austin backcourt did not work. D'Angelo Russell doesn't give you shit in the playoffs. Yet this entire fan base was on his ass saying like, "Oh shit, man!" Like everybody gets their panties in a bunch every time somebody criticized D'Angelo Russell, and we saw it just now. Reason why I like we were right to not believe this guy, bro. He's like it's been 10 years this man has not learned to slash. He doesn't play no defense and he had the nerve to compare himself to Derek White. That's some BS right there. This the front office is trash as fuck. That's the goddamn truth, man. They ruined LeBron James' chance to win another ring. AD, they screwed AD over. They proved that they're full of shit when they threw AD under the bus. Darvin Ham pretty much threw him under the bus, and they had the shitty ass coaches back over a guy who fucking won you a championship. And that just showed
Fact.
that they're
That's a
full of
fact.
shit first and foremost. And also, man, like it just goes to show, like I mean, it sucks, man. I think here on out, man. I'd like to say just win I don't even. I have no interest even watching game fours because it's just too much to fucking bear, bro. It's
I'm
just
very
not good for
interested.
your
I'm
mental
very
health.
interested in watching Game Four. I want to see the body language. I want to see if these guys give up. I want to see if they
Yeah.
argue each other. I want to see it all, man. But I respect
Uh,
your opinion, bro.
but yeah, and as far as like the future though, I'll say this, man. Unless you could get, I'd say like if you want to get like a star, like or some shit like that, I'd say if you want to do anything by AD right, if you want to keep his ass, move him to the four, get a real center. And I mean, with LeBron, I mean, it really just depends on a lot of moves. Like fire Darvin first and foremost, and then like I don't know, like I guess blow it up. But I mean, they're not. They probably won't do that. I just
Yeah,
don't see them. I feel like at most you get one more year of LeBron, and
right.
I think then you could call it quits because he about to be 40 years old. Obviously, he moving well for a guy his age, but I just feel like it's a recipe for disaster. At this point, LeBron, I don't completely shit on him because the thing is, bro, you know, you shouldn't be relying on a motherfucker who close to 40 years old to be your best player.
No, the
And
same
then,
thing. I'm not shitting on him. I'm just saying
oh
he
yeah,
might be better off somewhere
absolutely
where
not.
he can just
Yeah,
be the cherry on top because he ain't the cake no more. You feel me?
yeah,
Like
man.
that's all I'm saying. Like you might be better off somewhere else where he could just like I think. Look, to be honest with you, I hate the Warriors, but I would trade with them. I would. They have young assets. They have draft picks. They have that Kaminga kid that really intrigues me.
Yeah.
And they could have LeBron with Steph Curry. They could have the old man gentleman club over there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, man. Nah,
and
hell nah.
they could probably make it to the second round with that team. Who knows? Uh,
Yeah.
but
Um.
let's be honest. Like, we'd probably be doing a disservice to LeBron by keeping him here and potentially risking injury. Like Arthur said, I don't agree with the ACL thing. LeBron's different. I don't think he'll tear it. But as far as like wearing him down and just wasting his last years, bro, we don't want to do that either. We don't want to keep him here to sell tickets and give him a farewell tour. But
Yeah.
he
And
could get
I
that
have a
farewell tour in Cleveland. You know what I mean?
yeah, and I
Do
have
that.
a question for you. Are there any players like that you've changed your opinion about after the season that are on this team, like a couple, or is it you feel like it's mainly the coach?
It's
D-Lo.
mainly the coach, but at the same time, and I'll let you answer this one too, KJ. At the same time, I am very disappointed with the body language tonight's game. Like the last one was a heartbreaker, this one was a disappointment. You can't come home and get your ass whooped in front of so many fans in the playoffs. It sucks. They were gassing it up. D'Lo was saying, "Don't give up on us, fans." LeBron was saying, "We're gonna need the crowd to be loud." Well, y'all gave him nothing to be loud about, man. You know. So how you want to answer it, KJ? This will be the last answer right here.
I said D-Lo can go like 3 games ago. I said
You
get
did.
the fuck out of here
Hell yeah.
Yep, you
because he
did.
don't do crap for me. He's streaky. He'll give you 20 some points one game, the next game give you two or
Mm.
three, not zero. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Nah, I got one thing to say, man. I think we could all agree on this, man. Anybody named Russell should not enter
Ooh,
the should not
ooh.
be a Laker, bro. I just
We
think the
end on
word
that right there.
I just think the word Russell is kind of cursed, bro. I think that should have been a red flag. I even prefer the other Russell. I'm not even gonna front. You might hate me for saying that shit. I don't fuck with D-Lo one bit. I respect him, but the fact is, bro, when he not hitting his shot, bro, he don't dive on the floor. He don't
Yeah.
cut.
I mean,
He
we
don't
know
play
that. We know
D.
that. We just said that already. You know, we knew that D'Lo, if he's not hitting shots, he's nothing to us, literally. Because now the defense don't even trust. They don't even play up on him, so he can't come off the pick and roll and do shit, right? So it's like, there it is. That's what you have. But again, thank you guys, man. I appreciate the calls, man. This video dragged on a lot longer than we needed it to. But I appreciate you, man. Shando, KJ, bro, I'm gonna let you rock till we end this video. But I gotta say, chat, man, we going nowhere. All right. Listen, game 4, there's still plenty to look at about, right? Let's just say I don't think the Lakers are gonna have the heart to try to win that game and then have to go on the road, right?
And then try to win what 3 straight. What?
They're not gonna want to do it. So I think they're gonna mail it in. If that's the case, then my take is solidified. They should all be traded or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about that, man. Any final thoughts, KJ?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm ready for them to put us out of our miseries because I'm ready. I'm sick of feeling this way, and I'm ready so they can go and get this coach up out of here.
Yeah, me too. I'm ready for that too. I wish they had some dog in them and fought and got at least a couple.
Because we not a contender.
But I don't think they will, man. I think they're gonna mail it in. But again, chat, thank you guys so much. We will still continue to cover the playoffs, man, on here and on Playback TV. Make sure you guys tap in, subscribe if you already haven't. I got you guys all off season long, especially the Team USA games, man. Preseason, all of that, the draft.
Yeah, LeBron might as well go start getting ready to get some rest for Team USA. And him and AD, y'all gonna get y'all early rest.
Yep, big facts. All right, y'all. Well, we appreciate y'all, man. Signing off right here, man.
See y'all later. See you later, Dan.
See you later, brother. Please try to have a good night, chat. Appreciate you guys again. All the callers, everybody, man, was phenomenal. Disappointing loss, but we're here. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Shout out to my sponsorship, Prize Picks. And of course, if y'all already have not tapped in with Court Kings, make sure you do that now, man. We got the latest, greatest merch, basketball and all things sports, man. So make sure you guys do tap in and all that good stuff, man. But anyways, thank you guys. See you guys on the next one. All right. Peace.